Hey, welcome back, you guys. Today I've got a story about an adventure that didn't go according to plan, but hey, that's what an adventure is, right? So it's the middle of December right now, and the rest of the country is just socked in with snowstorms. Down here in Arizona, it's not too bad, but I haven't seen what's coming up on this adventure quite yet. The last couple of videos you guys have seen have just been me and my Husqvarna all by myself, and this one is going to be the both of us, and we're both riding BMWs this time. So for this adventure, I packed up my Fuji mirrorless cameras along with my DJI drone, and then I have my GoPro helmet camera mounted on the front of the helmet. And I also decided to bring my Insta360 camera with me. It's mounted on the front of the motorcycle right up by the windscreen.
I don't know who would go motorcycle riding with weather like this coming in. Hopefully we can dodge the storm and have an amazing weekend.
One of the cool things about the Insta360 camera is that it has two lenses. I can record either the road ahead of me, or I can record a shot of myself riding the motorcycle down the road. And it's really cool to have one camera that allows me to get these two different shots along the way. I have a microphone inside of my helmet, and it runs into the GoPro camera so that I can record my voice and get some commentary when we're going down the road. All right, we're just heading out of town. We've got to do about 30 miles of pavement before we get to the dirt roads. But this is Bisbee, Arizona. This is where we live. And like I said, the rest of the country is socked in with snow right now, but we're doing pretty good. As you can see, it's just a kind of an overcast day today. This over here is our big old copper pit, an open pit mine from the 1950s until the 1970s. Here we are about ready to enter the mountains over there, and as you can see, it's windier than heck and the rain is coming down, so I'm gonna put on my rain gear. We're in for an adventure today. This is definitely not Eva's favorite kind of weather. Hey, at least you're smiling. This is really pretty bad. It's windy. It's really windy out. Cover up my camera here.
This is not the motorcycle ride we were anticipating.
Not at all. We thought, well, we'll just go to the coffee shop and
Wait it out for an hour.
wait it out for an hour and see what happens, and it only got worse. We didn't even make it. We ended up on the side of the road with both of our bikes tipped over. We got blown off the road, and a bunch of people stopped to see if we were okay and help us out. And we were able to get our bikes back up and get behind this cement wall. I can actually feel this wall moving in the wind. It's that intense. Now, I've filmed in a lot of crazy situations on my motorcycle adventures, and it's not easy. When things are going wrong, and the last thing you might want to think about doing is getting your camera out and trying to capture the scene. But that's exactly what I wanted to do. But unfortunately, the GoPro decided not to work at this exact moment. The Insta360 camera saved the day. I just took it off of the motorcycle and held it in my hand. The camera is waterproof, and I was able to record this scene. This has turned into such a bad windstorm, there's no way we can even ride in it. Of course, the audio doesn't sound good, but that's to be expected. No camera with a built-in microphone is going to sound good in these kind of conditions. This really is truly some of the worst motorcycling I've ever been on. Fortunately, neither one of us were injured in this little incident, and our bikes weren't damaged either. We were able to get the bikes off the road, and we sought shelter behind a wall that was off in a field.
So much for my optimism this morning.
Holy cow, we're seeking shelter behind this little fence right here. This is a gnarly, nasty storm. Holy shit.
You guys, I am hunkered down behind this wall because it is so insanely windy right now. I feel like some kind of disaster refugee. I'm leaning against this wall. I can feel the wall moving. It's looking crazy out right now. This was not the holiday ride we had anticipated.
We're tucked in here for the moment. We just can't get back out there and ride, so we're just gonna sit here for a moment and see what we can do. The thing I'm most disappointed about is that my GoPro stopped working. I'm about ready to give up on these GoPros. I took the battery out, put it back in, and of course it turns back on now, so hopefully we'll be able to get this little bit recorded here and nothing uneventful will happen along the way. Okay, you ready? Oh, this is miserable. All right, here we go again. It's cold out. What does the temperature say here on my bike? It says 42 degrees. Man, this really just turned out to be such a miserable day. On the ride to the coffee shop, my iPhone got wet and it decided to stop working. And I noticed that I had a flat tire once we arrived at the coffee shop. At this point, we just decided the best thing to do would be to warm up, put some air in my tire, and then head back home. On the way home, I decided that I wanted to continue using the Insta360 camera and try out some more creative shots using the invisible selfie stick. And that's what I did. Look at all the different variety of shots that I was able to get from this one camera while I was going down the road on the motorcycle. I never had to stop, pull over, change the camera position, or mount it anywhere else. I was able to get all of these shots from this one camera going down the road. I think it's pretty incredible. So the lesson of this video is when you head off on an adventure, be prepared for an adventure, because that's what an adventure is. An adventure is when things don't go according to plan, and that's what happened in our case. The other thing that I learned from this experience is that I'm pretty much done with GoPros at this point. There's nothing more frustrating to me than to be in a situation like this when I want to do my job and film something that's interesting or exciting or happening around me, and the camera does not want to work. That's what happened with the GoPro. I've already got a new helmet camera on order. I'll tell you guys about that in upcoming videos, and I'm really excited to be able to continue to make videos like this, but I need to have a camera that works in order to do that. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. It was not the video that I intended to make, but it's what happened. It was a real, true motorcycle adventure, albeit only about 30 miles from home, but it really was a window into what happens when you head off on a motorcycle adventure. These kinds of things are just par for the course, and you need to be prepared and ready for things to happen like this, because that's adventure motorcycling after all. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.